YouTube, man, what's going on? It's LNH back with another vid, man, and today we gotta talk about it. Kyree Walker just called out a ton of NBA players in this recent video, and I'm not sure why no one is talking about this, but honestly, he was talking crazy in the video. So let's break it down and get right into it. Now, of course, Kyree Walker, you guys know by now, his name has been popping up like crazy. Him actually getting an opportunity to play in the Wizards NBA Summer League was honestly a huge milestone in his career compared to the backlash and what people really thought he would be able to achieve in the game of basketball. Now, of course, with that being said, this video has been trending like crazy on Instagram, man, and I want to put it up here, so let's take a look at it.
I'm better than Anthony Bennett, Andrew Bynum. I'm better than Deion Waiters. LeBron, I'm coming for you. Chris Paul, you don't want these hands. Rondo, you don't want these hands either.
Now, Kyree Walker was basically calling out a ton of players here, and this is crazy to me. Clearly, this was a minute ago when this video was created because his jersey does say Hillcrest, and that's when he was back in high school. Now, with that being said, I like the confidence of this dude coming into the court, and it's the same thing we said with somebody like Jalen Green as well. Jalen Green said he thought he was the best player in the draft and really rocked with that type of confidence, and even checking the comment section, man, the majority of you guys were not calling this dude cocky at all, but said he was just confident in his ability. And I think somebody like Kyree Walker really has no choice but to have this type of confidence if he's trying to get to league, and clearly what he's done so far, he's made it onto a summer league spot. Now, with that being said, of course, I think he may have been joking in this video. I gotta be honest here, I can't really take everything he says seriously, but I like the confidence that this dude has, and I think for sure it can carry him a long way if he's trying to be in this basketball game for a minute. You guys know a lot of these hyped up players end up coming to the league, they do their thing for a little bit, and then a few years later no one hears about them and they really disappear. But then there's people on the other hand who really continue to work on their game, make sure they're not lazy, doing all the small things, and end up having long-lasting careers in the NBA. And I think Kyree Walker for sure has an opportunity to do this based on how he does play in the NBA Summer League. Now, what's crazy about the NBA Summer League and what a lot of people are missing is the fact of how short it is. Now, the NBA Summer League only takes place from August 8th to August 17th, and they are playing in Las Vegas, and which is crazy to me. Do you see how short of a league that is and how many games you're going to be able to play? There's not going to be that many games scheduled in this small amount of time, which means what? Man, Kyree Walker and all these guys who are going to have to prove themselves in the NBA Summer League are going to have a very short time, and they're going to have a ton of pressure on them to perform each and every game. You guys know this by now. If you're not performing well enough, these NBA teams are going to kick you out the door very quickly. And with such a short period of time, you really have to give it your all, show what you can do on the court right away. And honestly, in my opinion, I think you got to be selfish with the rock a little bit here, because everyone is trying to eat, everyone is trying to get signed, and they can't sign everyone. Only some people are going to make it, which is why I think this is going to be a cutthroat summer league. And then with all the guys that we see playing, man, this is going to be insane. I want to see how Kyree Walker does compete against a lot of other people. Now, the Wizards definitely have a talented NBA Summer League team, but for sure, I think it's going to be interesting to see how he compares to other people who did these alternative routes. You guys know the majority of people are going to be from college. You're of course going to have your overseas players and the few NBA G League guys who really stood out. But what's interesting is, and it's sad to say, LaMelo Ball will not be playing the NBA Summer League as of right now, so we're not going to see him play there, which is kind of sad. I would love to see him go up against these other guys. But what's going to be really interesting, I want to see this dude Kyree go up against people like Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green. And the reason why I say this is because you guys know Kyree Walker was going up head to head against all these players. He played against Zion Williamson at a time, of course Jalen Green. He really went up against any top ranked basketball hoopers around his class. This dude is pretty much played against, and in my opinion played very well against. So that's why I think it's going to be super interesting to see how they match up nowadays. Of course, him going the alternative route to Chameleon BX is the really distinguishing factor, and of course the fact that he took off his senior year. Now, how is he going to compare against these other guys? I think, of course, the fact that he got even signed to an NBA Summer League deal is a huge step here, but seeing actually how he compares is really going to be interesting. Now, and you guys know, the reason I said I think Kyree Walker is going to do pretty well is because one of his teammates, Marjon Beauchamp, who is actually at Chameleon BX, the 12-month training facility with him, decided to go back to college, and he's actually playing a JUCO, but this dude is averaging a crazy number of points and even dropped 40 and 50 point games in that JUCO league, which I think is crazy to me, but clearly shows that they were doing something right at this camp. And if we take a look at that, now I'm wondering, if he is doing so well in college, man, how will Kyree Walker perform in the NBA? Of course, the Summer League is no guaranteed contract. So you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this? Did I miss anything about this situation? But man, it's funny how these type of videos resurface once players do end up making it to the league. But you guys let me know in the comments down below, can we take Kyree seriously, man? Is he a serious prospect, or is he going to be working at McDonald's? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, on the other hand, we got to talk about this, man. McClung just had his season debut, of course, the Summer League with the Lakers, and a lot of people have been comparing this dude. I gotta be honest here, a lot of people calling him Alex Caruso, the next Alex Caruso, because you know he is on the Lakers. But man, McClung actually played pretty well in his first game. I think what he showed most in his game was that athleticism that we've seen before. But of course, I think on the other hand, man, the defense is really outstanding with that Lakers squad, which I think is gonna prove to be very advantageous in the long run. Now, I think the biggest thing, of course, McClung's athleticism was there, but I think it's the leadership as well that he has been performing on the court in this first game, and that he really showed. Now, with that being said, man, he really wasn't filling up the stat sheets like crazy. He did have 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists against the Miami Heat. But I think the important part about this is it's not always how many points you have or how you're filling up the stat sheet, but it's the impact you make on the game. And one thing we always continue to talk about these hoopers is defense. We know does not make the highlight reels. You guys know this by now, man. Defense is one of the most underrated things that can actually keep you in the game, of course, and I think that's what he proved he can do. Now, what's crazy to me is I think this was one of the biggest critiques McClung had. A lot of people said he was not going to be able to translate his game to the NBA because, of course, one big thing. This dude for sure barely had any assist when he was in college, was maybe averaging at most 3 assists, and was scoring a lot of points, and really was not known for his defensive ability. And he was really known for the guy that is going to get a bucket when his teammate needs it late at Texas Tech. Now, with that being said, of course, I think what this dude is doing and how he's really molding his game to fit with the Lakers and play in the NBA is crazy to me. We've seen this dude for a minute now, always reported on his athleticism and his scoring ability, but the fact that he's able to improve his game and people are starting to see and he's starting to shed light on other parts of his game that can help him be successful and translate his game, of course, from that college level to the NBA, man, that's a winner to me. And if you guys did not see this dude's highlight clips, I'll make sure to include some of them here, but he is looking very impressive, and I think people are really starting to see that athleticism, that defense, and how he can really be a full package player. And of course, you guys know this dude's not the tallest in the world. He's only standing at around 6'2". Now, a lot of people like to go back and forth with height, but I'll give this dude a calm 6'2" or under. And with that being said, I think he's doing pretty well for himself. But you guys let me know as well. Of course, McClung was that guy coming up. A lot of people love to talk about him, and he's another underdog as well. You guys know I love looking out for the underdogs. Played pretty well this first game, and of course the second game he actually recently had, this dude dropped 11 points. So I think this dude has been performing pretty well, and I think he has a lot of upside to him for sure. You guys let me know in the comments down below, is there anything I missed about these situations? Man, of course, Kyree Walker's calling people out. He's ready to go. We got to see what he's going to prove in this NBA Summer League, as well as McClung, man. These two underdogs have a lot of fight and for sure a ton of potential to be stars in the NBA. But you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about these games? Man, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, man, and make sure you leave a comment down below. I'm always responding to comments, man. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Make sure to get back to it and let me know, do you think I missed anything, and do you have any video suggestions for me or any players that you want me to cover? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, it's LNH and I'm out.